Welcome to Try Again, the show that is a movie club. Each week we watch a movie and we review it. We pick one movie per week. Sometimes they're modern movies, sometimes they're older movies. This week we picked The Greatest Showman with Hugh Grant, right? Was it Hugh Grant? Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman was the star of this movie. And it's part of the reason why we wanted to watch it, Jessica and our friends would not shut up about this movie when it was in the theaters. Every day on social media, all of our friends would be like, "Oh, The Greatest Showman is the best movie ever. It's so great. I saw it for the 5th time in the theaters, yada, yada, yada." And having seen the previews, we thought this looks like a pretty crappy movie. And so we had to watch it for the show and review it. So that's why we're watching it. So maybe I just spoiled how we felt about it going in. But so anyway, my name's Todd Perkins. I am the host of the show. The only person who isn't likely to quit in the next few weeks.
Rude.
I'm joined by my co-host / wife, Jessica Perkins. You got to say hi.
Hi.
Look at her.
Look at my giant hands in proportion to my face.
Look at that. Look at those hands. I married those hands. And for the first time joining us today is Laurel Sorensen, who happens to be Jessica's sister. Say hi, Laurel.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah. And hey, look, there's an extra person. There's somebody else besides Steven. There's a Lynette and a Mark watching. So that's pretty cool.
Which Mark?
I can't say, I don't want to say people's last names on the show. I don't know. I don't know why. For some reason.
It's kind of weird.
You never know when Zuckerberg's gonna be spying on you and jump in on you in the shower or something like that. So that's why I don't say people's names. Think about it. Don't think about that too much. Okay, so we're talking The Greatest Showman this week. And so we're going to start with our review score and give a very brief, spoiler-free review. Okay, so who wants to start? We'll start with Jessica, and then we'll go to Laurel and then me. Go for it, Jess. Your review of this movie.
I don't know. I can't think of what score to give it. I think I'm going to go with a 6.5.
Okay.
And it just sucked. I definitely went into it with a biased attitude. For me, when you put singing and dancing in a movie, the movie has to be that much better. Like, a lot of people are like, if the movie has singing and dancing, I'm going to watch it and it's going to be awesome. And for me, it's like exactly the opposite. Like, you have to try so hard to get me to take you seriously if you have singing and dancing in your movie. And so we saw the previews what did we see? Like Star Wars or something? I don't even remember.
I don't know.
We
Star
saw something
Wars or some kind of superhero movie.
It was like Hugh Jackman, like doing this with the brim of his hat, like, ladies and gentlemen, whatever not cool thing he's saying. And yeah, I looked at Todd and I was like, are you kidding me? This looks awful. Anyways, that's how I felt about the movie, is how I felt about it when I saw the previews. There were like 10 minutes maybe of the movie that I was like, this is actually like high quality, like what I would expect from a musical that all the people that I know are saying, this is the best thing I've ever seen. 10 minutes. And then the rest was like, this is awful. Like, the songs were not great. I mean, a lot of people say they're catchy. I could agree with that. But anyways, sorry, I'm talking for too long.
Okay.
Didn't like it.
6.5. Jessica Perkins, you heard it here first. Laurel, what'd you think of it?
Okay, so I wasn't sure what to give this movie. I'll give it an 8.5.
Wow.
Really
All right.
of going into it with the same attitude. Everybody's just like hyping it up. Oh, it's the best movie ever. I'm not a huge fan of musicals. I think they're super cheesy. I thought this one was pretty cheesy, like people twirling around and like smiling at each other as they're passing each other and stuff like that. Like, I really don't like that stuff. It's just super weird and awkward, and really not realistic, just like busting out into song when you're just like having a conversation with somebody. But
Really?
in general,
You don't do that? We do that all the time.
Yeah, actually, we kind of do.
only when I'm by myself. But in general, I thought it was a fun movie. Like, some things I really liked about it was like the dancing and the choreography, along with like the songs. Like, you know, the songs, I wasn't a fan of like some of the songs, like the styles of it and stuff like that. But I still thought it was, you know, kind of fun to watch. It just kind of got your blood pumping with like the songs. I thought the beginning was actually like really cool. I know you guys don't like
How did it go?
Repeat times 190.
But I thought the opening was pretty cool. I just thought, you know, I mean, people say it's like a really good feel-good movie, and I feel like the best part for me was like the message at the end, which I won't talk about, but I think that was probably what made the movie for me, was like the message that they're trying to like put across with it. And so in general, I thought it was like fun to watch, dancing and choreography, not too hot about the storyline, but that was my
All right.
You're fired.
Never coming on the
Same
show again.
opinion. Conform.
Not from Try Again, but from the family.
Oh my gosh. Harsh.
You are disowned. Okay.
I'll watch it with Jeremy and Gary.
Not Jerem.
Oh,
Sorry,
well,
okay.
I'll watch it with Gary.
I had a hard time finding a score for this movie. On the one hand, I thought it was pretty lame. The songs, I guess I could see why people would like them. I just don't like that kind of music. I don't know if I'm putting in the right genre, but just like modern pop.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I put it in, you know, and it just doesn't do anything at all for me. So I can totally see why people like that. I thought the story was fine. It was a good story, but it was also a very bland story and really generic in my opinion. You know, like I watched the trailer and I just assumed, I even said it on the podcast last week, you know, it's probably going to be, a guy, you know, he rises from nothing to build this circus empire and he fulfills his dreams. And it's a movie about fulfilling your dreams and accepting people. And that's exactly what it was. There was like zero surprises. I think at one point he might have been kind of tempted to cheat on his wife for about 10 seconds. But that's all that we get, that you don't assume from just watching the preview. Actually, there was one surprise, and that was that the bearded woman was kind of the main character, or at least like the lead supporting role, in my opinion. And so it was a lot more bearded woman than I expected to see in a movie. And I know, like, the point of the movie is that you're supposed to, you know, embrace the bearded woman. If your arms are long enough, you know. But I don't know. I just, every time she was on the screen, I found myself laughing. Like, it's a chick with a beard. It's kind of funny, man. I guess with like modern culture, we're not supposed to laugh at that. We're supposed to embrace it. But
Embrace it.
I don't know.
I felt the same way. Like, there was something about her that I was just like, ugh. And I feel like if I knew a chick with a beard in real life, I wouldn't even be that grossed out by her. But like the chick in the movie, it was like, well, the beard was like super fake. Like, give her a patchy beard or something, you know?
Oh man, that'd be even worse.
Not a realistic beard. Okay, and can I say, like, sometimes I felt like her cleavage was more distracting than the beard.
Oh
like,
my gosh, the cleavage was
beard
jumping out. I felt like I was wearing 3D
gross.
goggles. Those boobs were so in
Don't
my
say
face.
that word. Todd.
It's a PG show. I can say boobs. Boobs, boobs, boobs.
Stop! I'm quitting. I quit. No, seriously. It was like the beard and the bosoms. I couldn't handle watching her. I was like, this is too much. I
And she
accept
liked
you,
to,
but I
she
can't
liked
look
to
at
like move around a lot and have a low cut shirt so much that they were just in
you.
your
Okay,
face.
thanks, God. Stop.
It was a little just awkward watching that and just trying to take her seriously when she had a beard. It was like kind of funny to me.
Yeah. Well,
So
and she's like scream singing. So she's got this beard and she's all
yeah. So I'm gonna give it crap. It's really hard. I think I'm gonna give it a 6. Because even though I didn't really like the music, the story was really generic, but it was a good story. It was just, extremely bland and very predictable. I never really felt like I hope this is over soon. I never had that. And I get that with a lot of movies we have to watch for the show. So
That's
I
true.
feel
I didn't
bad
feel
giving
like
it
that
below a
either.
6 when I was actually entertained. Even if it was that I was laughing at the movie instead of crying with the characters who were being hurt. So yeah, maybe I'm an insensitive jerk, but I don't think I'm personally ready to watch a chick with a beard front a movie for 2 hours. It's still just, it's not something I
Too
want to look
soon.
at for 2 hours. That's it. It's just, that's it. Okay. So that's sorry. Jess is like feeling bad that she gave a long review, but I must have given like a 10-minute review of
How
mine.
dare you?
All right. Favorite and least favorite parts, Jessica.
Oh. Well, I didn't really think about my favorite and least favorite parts. I thought about my favorite and least favorite songs.
Okay.
Which, I mean, the movie is a musical, so I guess that works. So my favorite song was the one with Zac Efron and the chick. And the reason that I liked that one is because I thought the harmonies were good. I thought the melody was good. And I liked the choreography because
The
most
visuals of her
songs,
spinning and flying
yeah,
up and
like
everything.
going
That's
up
pretty
and
cool.
down, like it was cool to watch. Like I was really enjoying it. Like that was the 10 minutes of the movie that I was like, this is good. This is what the whole movie should have been like. But the rest of the movie, I felt like they were all just like stomping. Like every dance was just like a hands on your knees and stomp, stomp, stomp. Like, I don't know. It was like there were no like really impressive dance moves. Not that I know that much about dance, but I watch Dancing with the Stars. So, I know like nothing about dance still. But like, I don't know. Everything was just like I just didn't like. Anyways, so that was my favorite scene. I thought it was beautiful and it was nice. My least favorite scene, it's just a tie with all the other songs. No, I'm just kidding. I think my least favorite song was when Hugh Jackman and Zac Efron were singing together because it was just,
Oh, in the bar?
yeah,
I didn't think that was bad. I thought that was kind of entertaining.
I couldn't take it seriously. And the whole like choreography of that song was like slide a glass this way, slide a glass that way, take off your hat, put your hat back on, take off your scarf, put your scarf back on. Like there was no like dancing. Like if you want to do a musical, I feel like do some like pretty cool looking dance moves or something, but it was like, and now I'm mad, so I'll take my scarf off. Now I'm mad, so I'll put it back on. Like, anyways, that's my favorite and least favorite parts.
All right. Laura, what do you got?
Okay. So my favorite part or my favorite song was the This Is Me song.
This is me. Oh my gosh.
You suck. Stomp, stomp, stomp.
That's the stompiest of all the stompy songs.
I like the stomping. I like all the group like performances. That's the choreography that I really liked, was like all the group ones.
Man.
Sorry guys. I really liked that one. I don't know. I think with this movie, I'm like all about the message. I feel like we're all freaks. We are all freaks. And
Mostly you because you
Speak
liked
for
the movie.
yourself.
I'm with the majority here, you guys.
True.
People
Well, is
probably watching the
representing.
podcast, so it doesn't really matter here.
Well, I don't know. We have one viewer who hates it. Shout out to Paul. See your comments. Thanks for watching.
But I don't know. I just thought that song kind of gets you pumped. It's like, this is me. Like, I'm accepting myself for who I am. And yeah, I really liked that part. I liked the dancing. It was just really entertaining and fun to watch. I think my least favorite part was when they go to meet the queen. I thought that was like super freaking weird. Like, really awkward and like far-fetched. I don't know if this like, I know it's about that Barnum guy, like Barnum Bailey's or whatever. I don't know if that actually happened.
I know. I
Yeah.
meant to look up all the history of that stuff, and I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah,
But I
this
just
dude
thought
like
that
has
part was
hookups with the Queen of
freaking
England. What's he doing? Just like being in a
They
freaking
all-
circus in America,
Yeah,
man.
they all bring him over there. Like, really? I don't know. I just thought that was super awkward, and how she like laughs at him, and it's just like, ha ha ha, this is so proper. When really, like, the Queen of England probably wouldn't do that. I just thought it was super weird. So yeah. That's my least favorite part.
Well, I think I definitely described my least favorite parts in detail. They were
Body
beard,
parts.
and then the two other ones that were moving around a lot. Wow. You know, okay. Well, I guess I got to say my favorite part. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Well, my favorite part was probably just the plot was fine. The plot was fine.
No, you can't pick the whole movie as your
Needs to be
favorite part.
specific.
I like Hugh Jackman. I think he did a good job. You know, I feel like, you know, when we see him in Wolverine, that he has the inner P.T. Barnum just wanting to get out. And he's finally able to let it out. You know what I felt like? I felt like this movie could best be described as, and I've never seen the show, but this is what I assume it is. It's Glee at the circus. You know,
Yes.
Glee, the TV show, but at the circus. You know, it was a little weird for. Okay, I guess this is more like discussing crap, but I'm just gonna segue into it. Okay.
Segue.
The movie took place 100 years ago, and then the music's really modern. Zac Efron looks like a 2018
Dude, his
guy.
hair? Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Well,
dude, he
don't
had
even
like a
try.
freaking undercut, didn't he? I mean,
Yeah.
come on, man. You can't look like Macklemore in this like really old movie.
You put some weird emphasis on Macklemore.
I don't know how to pronounce his
Macklemore?
name.
I
I
don't know
don't know
either.
the guy. I know something. All I know about him is that he has an undercut and he likes thrift stores or something. So let's see. What do we have our triers saying? We have some comments here. Steven says, so does Wolverine fight the Beast in this movie, or are they teammates? I guess they're teammates. He recruits the Beast.
What? Who's the Beast?
Who's the Beast? Okay. I guess there is the guy with all the hair. There's that guy. I thought I was just thinking somebody else. Yeah, he recruits the Beast. And the Beast is only on screen for like 2 or 3 seconds. The regular long hairy, you know, he's more like cousin. Is it cousin It from Addams Family? That's just like a hair, or is it the hand? No, is Thing is the hand, right?
No, there's like a hair person, isn't there?
I think that's cousin It.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking that up. Yeah.
Okay.
Images. Okay, cousin It is hair with a hat and sunglasses.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I'm glad we ironed
Other
that out.
comments from triers. We got Paul says, I hate this movie so much, and I'm so happy I came in just for that section, referring to the section when Jess was talking lots of smack. Rosalie is with Laurel. Hashtag Team Laurel. Paul says nothing in the movie happened. Barnum was such a bad person. Okay. Let's see. Rosalie says you have to look at it as a totally made up story. I wish they wouldn't have had said it was about P.T. Barnum. And Hugh Jackman is totally my celebrity crush. Outed.
Same.
Outed. I just outed you to the national media people.
To the millions of viewers who watch our show.
Okay, last one. Lynette says, I feel like if you're going to make a movie about a real person, it should be historically accurate. Agreed.
True.
I guess I went into it expecting that and was disappointed. Yes, that so many parts were way off. Also felt like the music just didn't fit with the era. Yes. Yes. Hashtag
yes.
Team Lynette. Okay. So it was hard for me to enjoy that.
One part that was like particularly frustrating was when they met like this opera singer, right? In England, I assume. And they recruit her to do some stuff, and I'm like, okay, they're gonna get into some like good like music, actual music stuff. And then she sings and she's just like yelling like everybody else.
What was she doing with her hands when she was singing? What was she doing with her hands?
I don't remember that.
You know what I'm saying?
Never.
Never. Like, really? Is that what opera singers do?
It was a little awkward to watch.
And
Is that
I feel
the
like
kind of
her
music
voice
opera
was
singers
like,
sing?
But I feel like her voice kind of sounded like Zoe Deschanel-ish almost, like kind of like some of the recent like female singers.
Yeah,
Yes.
it definitely wasn't like opera. And I like mentioned something. I was like, this doesn't sound like opera to me. And Lucy was like, it sounds like she's just yelling. And I was like, yeah, I think that's what's happening.
Burned by a 5-year-old. Yeah. She definitely looked like she worked out her neck pretty good for this role. So props to her for that.
Because she had a skinny neck?
She did. She had a very muscular neck.
Muscular?
Yeah, it was impressive. You know who she looked like to me? I said this to Jess while we were watching it. She looked like Mary from Sherlock. You know, the BBC Sherlock.
She didn't look anything like her. You are horrible at knowing what people look like.
Did she or did she not look like Mary? Okay.
Everybody chime in.
Chime in. Okay. She looked like Mary from Sherlock. It's pretty funny if you think about it. What else are we gonna say? Okay. I did make a note about the opera singer's hands. Yeah, I think that's all that I wanted to say about it. Do you guys have anything else you want to bring up?
Can I bring up the spoiler?
Yeah, of course.
Is there a spoiler?
I forgot to say the spoilers thing. I just went right into it. So yeah, go for it.
Okay. So I think this was like, I don't know. I'm like I feel like I'm at a stage in my life where everything just like hits me and just makes me feel the mom emotions. No, I don't think so. We'll see. But no.
Cry again.
Cry.
For the first time in Try Again history. She cried on the So I think the thing that made the movie, like the very end, was like they go and they have the circus in the tent, and he tells Zac Efron, okay, you go and you take over. I'm gonna go. I'm done. I'm gonna go be with my family. And he's sitting there watching his daughters on stage, like one of his daughters dancing and his other daughter is the tree, and it's playing like the "This Is the Greatest Show" song, and it's cheesy, like it's super cheesy.
Oh,
but it totally got me, and I was like, oh my gosh,
she is gonna start crying.
Show. No, I'm not. I'm fine.
She's trying to cry.
I'm gonna cry.
Guys, look at her. Guys.
I'm not. But no, seriously though, like when they showed that, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so true. Like, this is the greatest show. Like, I think that, the theme, and yeah, it's like generic and, totally predictable, like, all these things to him, like proving himself to like his in-laws and like trying to be the best was like so important to him. But at the end of the movie, it was like, no, this is what's most important, is like my family and being there for them and watching my girls grow up. And that was like, what made the movie for me. I think that was the best part.
That's true.
Yeah.
That was sweet. I liked that song was playing. This is the greatest show.
Yeah.
And he's like watching the greatest show, which is that was sweet.
It was the best.
And Paul argues with you. He says, I feel like the movie didn't do enough character development to earn any of those feel-good moments.
You know what?
They developed PT's character.
They did. I agree with that. But I was thinking that when the chick was singing the beard chick.
Yeah, they didn't develop her at all.
Although,
they didn't. She developed a lot on her own, if you know what I'm saying.
But like if we had seen more of her story, then it would be easier to be like, I care about this chick with a beard. But like when she was singing her song, I was like, I don't feel that bad for you, and I'm uncomfortable watching you. So please stop. But if they would have, like, they should have chose like at least one of the weirdos to develop their character, you know, because it just like I didn't care about anyone really, except for like maybe the guy and the girl, like the P.T. Barnum and his wife or whatever.
Oh man, we have the Triers arguing with each other. This is great.
Uh-oh.
This is they're fine. They're fine. Let's see. Do we have any other things? Megan says, I totally hated it. The movie and the music was way too auto-tuned. I didn't even notice the auto-tuning. I didn't even
either.
that didn't,
I just noticed that it sucked.
I just didn't like it. Okay. So there was this message about, you know, follow your dreams, but I felt like there was this other message of, you know, being nice to the freaks. That's what I thought too, right? Is that two different messages, or is that one message? I felt like that was two.
I feel like the bigger message was like, be nice to the freaks.
Yeah, like they're people too. And, you know, I'm okay with being nice. Oh, never mind. I don't want to be sarcastic on here and get fired. Something like that. But yeah, did that message come across effectively, you think? The freaks one? Because we talked about the, you know, it's pretty easy to say, like, yeah, the follow your dreams thing. Yeah, I thought that came across pretty well, but do you want to love freaks after this?
I mean, I always want to love freaks. This didn't, if anything, this made me not want to. Like, I look at that chick singing and I'm like, you got enough confidence. You don't need to be my friend. You know, I'm not going to help you out with that. You're good.
She didn't need any more. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, who would you be friends with? If you were, who would you most likely befriend if you were to befriend one of the freaks?
We're just calling them freaks for the sake of conversation, just so we don't get people.
Don't be offended.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Getting upset, which just for the ease of talking.
They call it a freak show in the movie, so if people get offended by us,
right? That word is supposed. Yeah. We obviously don't believe these people are freaks, and we wouldn't be holding the signs, you know, trying to get rid of them in our society. But which one would you befriend? You're gonna pick one of these outcasts of society. Who would you befriend? Who's the first one that you befriend?
The hairy guy. Lucy was like, he looks like Chewbacca. I'd probably just train him to do the Chewbacca sounds and then make him follow me everywhere.
And every time he said something, he would laugh at you.
Chewie, hit it. Anyways.
Okay. Laurel, who are you going to friend?
Probably Anne.
Who's
because
Anne?
She
the
was
opera singer?
Trapeze. Wasn't that her name? The trapeze
girl?
Yeah,
she
it was.
Seemed okay.
She seemed pretty cool.
I was asking Tyson, like, why is she in the show? Because, I mean, she flies around in the air, but she didn't seem like very much of a freak. But
yeah.
I think maybe she wasn't white or something like that. Had something to do with it.
So basically, you wouldn't befriend the freaks at all. You would choose the most normal one.
Totally normal. She's the only person who I'm comfortable talking to. See, the movie didn't change me. It didn't do anything for me.
What about you, Todd?
Obviously, I would friend the little guy.
Oh, I forgot about the little guy.
The little guy, that's great.
Oh, he was
a little.
Awesome.
Can you say little guy? Do I have to say little person? I don't know the rules.
I think little guy people. Is fine. You are.
That's what they want to be called,
gender,
as little people.
Yeah.
I thought he was a guy. It was her son. They called him her son in the beginning.
Yeah, but I think you're just assuming.
You can still assume his gender.
Well,
his mom was assuming his gender. Gender.
So Paul says the whole movie is based on someone who takes advantage of the freaks, which is so true. Like he doesn't.
It is.
He
We
doesn't.
don't know how much he paid them. He probably didn't pay him anything, barely.
Well, and it doesn't matter. He wasn't like, "Oh, you're so beautiful. I love your beard." He only loved it because he knew he could
Attract
profit
people.
from it.
It's like,
Like,
you're a freak. You might as well make some money. Isn't that exactly what he said to the
Yeah.
little person?
Yeah.
He's
They're
like,
gonna laugh anyway.
yeah,
Might as
exactly. They're gonna laugh anyway. I'm
I
gonna
mean,
laugh at you. So
I
you
guess
might
in
as well.
in the end, he ended up like seeing their value or whatever, but still stupid.
Yeah, great point. That's a great point. He definitely took advantage of him. But it ended up being something that benefited them. So you could debate that. I think in the end they were taken advantage of probably, but they also got a lot more confidence and all that. Okay, I think I'm done talking about this.
Wait, one more
Okay.
thing.
All right.
Todd and I actually went to like a Barnum and Bailey circus. It was like probably 5 years ago.
The songs weren't even the same.
Well, I'd say the songs were equally cheesy, but it was weird because when we were driving into the circus, not weird, it's expected, but when we were driving into the circus, there were all these protesters. Like they were protesting like the elephants and tigers and stuff. But it was cool watching the not cool. Like it's sad watching the movie and being like, this has been protested, like assuming the movie is accurate, which it's probably not, but this has been protested like from the beginning for all these whatever different reasons. It's
Yeah,
interesting.
just the reasons changed over time.
Yeah.
You freaks, get out of my house to stop abusing the elephants and everything. Okay, so let's wrap up our review.
Wait. Thank you, Megan. Thank you. It was actually in a ponytail.
You got to
and it
give
was-
some context. Some people are just listening to the show, Jess.
Megan says my hair looks primo tonight with one of these. And I just appreciate it because it was in a ponytail and it's only like all scrunchy because my hair was sweaty in a ponytail. So I feel it. Thank you.
You just said that to millions of people.
I don't care. Yeah, I did. So embarrassing.
Our show is the #1 show with
Hugh Jackman is going to be watching it. Me like her hair was sweaty. Ew.
Sweaty?
She had a chance with me, but then she blew it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to edit this show a lot before Hugh Jackman watches it. Okay, so that's it. That's what we thought of the movie. Thank you, Triers, for mentioning that stuff. Now we're going to go to random questions where we ask each other things that are kind of related to the movie, vaguely. Laurel, do you want to start off?
Sure.
With your question?
Sure. So my question is, what would be your parody title and storyline for the movie? Do I answer it first, or do you guys?
You pick somebody to
Okay.
answer it. Then you answer it last, usually. That's what we do.
Okay. Okay, Jess, go for it.
So a parody is like something making fun of the movie, right?
Yeah.
Or like that makes you laugh and makes you uncomfortable sometimes.
Yeah, we all know the definition of parody.
I'm just clarifying. So I went with the worst movie, and it's just this movie, and nothing changes.
Oh.
Sorry.
I'm going to give that a 6 out of 10, just like I gave this movie. So I think you did a good job.
Dude, the movie as it is makes me laugh out loud. It doesn't need any change.
Fair.
Okay.
Fair. Okay. So, going to me. Okay. So mine is it's gonna actually be a sequel to another movie. This is going to be Deuce Bigalow 3, The Greatest Showman.
Oh my God.
Rob Schneider as a male prostitute.
Yeah.
What?
Woo! 10 out of 10.
Oh, that's nasty.
How is that a parody of this movie, though?
Because it's called The Greatest Showman.
Oh, okay. Is there songs?
Sure.
Okay. I'll allow it.
All right. That's what Laura. What you bring
Okay.
up?
So my parody was The Greatest Po Man. and it's a guy who his wife's father
Get it straight.
is from sorry. It's from the South, and he's a rich plantation owner. And this guy wants to be the best at making po' boy sandwiches. So that's why he's the greatest po' man.
Ooh,
And he
that
ends up
sounds
going
good.
on the Food Network Star. And Giada De Laurentiis falls in love with him and tries to ruin his life. So she kisses him on camera and totally ruins his life and his marriage. But he makes the best po' boy sandwiches.
You thought that plot through way too long.
Yeah, I was like, how long is this gonna go? Like, this is really detailed.
Sorry.
Awesome.
What are the songs called, Laurel?
Oh, sorry, I didn't put that
I'm just
into
joking.
Shut up.
Uh,
You guys suck.
Sorry. We didn't invite you on just to make fun of you. We also wanted to hear your
I
opinion.
thought that's why you did. No surprise. I've been accepted.
I hope that you're having fun. We like having you on, legitly. Okay. My question, I'll go next. Yeah, and triers, you can chime in on your answers as well. My question is, what kind of quote unquote freak could have been in the movie but wasn't? Okay, this can be something real or made up. I'm going with oh wait. I'm not supposed to go first, but I guess I already started the word, so I might as well finish it. Siamese twins.
oh,
Because when's the last time we've seen Siamese twins?
Some, though. I thought for a brief moment I saw some Siamese twins,
it could have been.
but I don't know.
No, I think no.
They weren't like a big part of it, but I thought I saw some at one point. But
It's possible
they weren't super noticeable.
The
so
elephants
I guess
just showed up out of nowhere. Like all of a sudden they had elephants. So it's possible they just got some Siamese twins off the street and
Yeah, maybe they did have them. That would did they have them?
That would make you look foolish, Todd.
I think there's like maybe these two Asian guys that might be Siamese twins. I'm trying to find them in the picture. There's like I'm looking at a big picture of it right now. Yeah, you know what? I think they might be. Well,
Megan says they're called conjoined twins and that we are insensitive.
Oh yeah, conjoined. They changed the name.
It's offensive to all those Siamese people out there. What is Siamese even? I don't know.
I don't know.
Let's not go there.
Yeah, that's a weird thing, huh? Does it come from like the country of Siam? Like it's probably like the most racist origin ever. Oh, that's funny. Not that racism's funny. Racism is absolutely not funny. But
you're making it worse. We really do think that it's not funny, but
we don't think it's funny. I'm just,
Well, you can't be all like this because then it just.
I got close to the camera for those of you just listening. I don't know.
Sorry.
I'm just trying to be funny.
I forget about the listener.
No, we're not laughing at racism, but it's just the fact that that was the normal way of saying that for a long time is funny in a way that's allowed to be funny. Okay. Jess, what's your thing?
Oh, I didn't even think about the answer to this one. Sorry.
Lame. Laurel, what you got?
No, I'm pulling something out. Okay.
What?
You know what I'm talking about.
What? I don't get this.
I think they should have had some like weird double jointed people or something. Right? Isn't that a circus
Wow,
thing?
that would have been wild.
So.
You know what? You said Siamese twins. Get out of here. You're racist and boring.
Laurel,
are you guys going to speak at some point?
I'm just laughing. I'm having a good time over here. Laurel, what's your missing freak?
Missing freak. I just put Mose from The Office because he's he's so freaking weird. He belongs on that show.
He's just in it because he's weird. That's his whole deal.
Basically Moe's from The Office.
He doesn't have any deformities. He just has a deformity of the side. I don't know. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to get in trouble. Okay. Jessica, was it Jess's question turn? Yeah. Go for it.
Oh,
Jess's question turn. That's right. That's where you're learning some grammar here tonight.
Try again where you hear the
contortionists. That's what Lynette says. Contortionists.
See, that makes it sound cooler.
Yeah, actually, that's a different thing than being double jointed, isn't it?
Well, that's what I meant. Okay, so
Lynette's in the zone over here.
My question.
Megan's asking, "What's next?" To poo impressions. Too good. Okay, Jess, your question. Sorry.
Oh yeah. So if you were, all of us have like weird things about ourselves, right? If you were to be recruited to the circus, what would be your weird thing that everyone would ooh and ah at? Todd.
Probably my lack of being anything circusy.
That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. You suck so bad.
It would be interesting at a circus. I mean, I'm not that great as a normal person, but imagine like all of these freaks and then just me. Think of the contrast, you know? It would be like its own freak thing. Popcorn Laurel.
You try.
Okay. The only thing I can think of is like, I feel like, I'm like fairly young, but my hands, if you just look at my hands, I feel like I look like a grandma.
I knew this was going to be your answer. Are you serious? Show them your hands, Laurel. Show them your hands.
Show the camera your hands.
They're like really long and bony and wrinkly and like scaly, like a grandma alligator or something. Like, so weird. They're the weirdest part of my body.
People protesting, no alligator hands, no alligator hands.
Oh, I can see the signs now. Oh, that was great. That was great. John says, Todd, you could break skateboards in a circus.
You could.
For those of you who don't know about the skateboard incident, just look at our Facebook page, Try Again podcast, and you will be enlightened what I have to do with breaking skateboards. All right, is that everybody? Oh, yeah. Really, though? You have to.
I quit. This is my last episode.
And thus proving the point that I said I'd be the only one who sticks around over time. All right, go for it.
Megan says, patchy, ginger, nearly beardless man.
You know what? That is true. I have probably the world's suckiest beard.
I think your weird pink hairy legs would be a circus.
That's a little bit insulting to my appearance, but if you look really close, this is like after like a few days of not shaving, and there is no hair right here. What? I am a man of Irish descent. Like, shouldn't I be able to have a really full beard? It just doesn't look right.
It's my turn.
All right.
So the other day I was at the doctor giving blood, not giving blood, having blood forcefully taken from me. And every time I go, the people who take my blood are like, oh my gosh, your veins are so perfect. all they see all day are veins. So I have like vein porn for them.
Ew.
So like, I think I would just like show up to the circus. Can you see my veins?
What is happening? I married those veins. Those are the veins I married.
So I'd show up to the circus with my veins, and all the like phlebotomists and drug addicts would be like, oh my gosh, look at those veins. Be awesome.
I think that was my favorite question, though. You know, everybody's answer. Well, mostly Laurel's answer and your answers. Those were great. I'm gonna give those 10s out of 10. Both of you guys earned those. Okay, so that concludes our discussion on The Greatest Showman because that had something to do with The Greatest Showman. And okay, so Jess, you want to do the trying segment? Haven't the triers been through enough?
What time is it?
We've been live for 46 minutes.
They've got another 10, 15 minutes in them.
Oh my gosh. This better be quick. What have you been into, Jess?
I'm doing something from last week, but I'm just bringing it to this week. Last week we tried a recipe, which we will post on the site probably. And it was for Peruvian roasted chicken. We go to this place in Utah called Viva Chicken, and it's like, oh, so good. And it
brought to you by Viva
Viva Chicken.
Okay, sorry.
Anyways, the recipe is for like a Peruvian roasted chicken and this green sauce, which is so good. So, anyways, that's what we tried, and it was good. Todd, wasn't it good?
Awesome. Yeah, it was good. I tried it too. It was good. Laurel, have you tried something recently?
I'm going to try a new recipe tomorrow called Asian pasta spinach salad.
That doesn't sound like a thing.
Well, it is, and I'm going to make it, and it's going to be really good. I got this recipe from my mom, so shout out to my mom. And so, yeah, it just sounds really Asian-y and chicken-y and spinachy. So
and pasta-y.
Yeah. And pasta-y.
All words you can use to describe The Greatest Showman.
Oh, yeah, we forgot to tell our viewers answers to that fill in the blank thing that you put up there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Let's do that.
Greatest.
That's funnier than whatever crap I have tried. It probably have to do with a video game or something like that. Yeah, if you're wondering, I've been playing Monster Hunter. It's a great game. You cannot argue with it.
That's not a new thing you've tried. You've been trying that for months.
I've been trying the crap out of that. Okay. I'm almost there. I'm looking for the comments. We have a few comments on our Facebook post where we asked the triers to fill in the blank, the greatest blank, to rename the movie. Okay, let's see. Sherry says beard, the greatest beard. I like that. Thanks, Sherry. Steven says the greatest movie about a guy trying to start a circus that features a huge bearded broad. Nailed it, Steven. My mom says the greatest. Ooh, this is exciting. I don't know if you got that. Johan says the greatest flop.
That's more accurate.
Sorry, I'm teasing my mom. I'm assuming my mom isn't going to watch the show, but if you do,
no,
hi, Mom.
She's actually watching. So.
Actually watching right now. Hi, Mom. I love you. Paul asked if I'm going to play God of War. Of course. I'm a person with 2 arms attached to a heart.
I like how arms are the only thing necessary. Wait, I got one. Kayleen said the greatest elephant rider ever.
Oh, man. Where did she say that? On my post?
It's on mine.
Oh, on yours. Okay.
And if I were to answer, which I didn't want to spoil it, I would say the greatest waste of 2 hours of my life.
Nailed it. Oh, that's great. What a fun podcast it was. Thank you for all who participated in it. That's it for The Greatest Showman. Jess is going to announce our movie for next week.
I forgot what we were going to do.
Well, I'll announce it then because I have it written down.
Is it?
It's got that one guy in it that's funny.
Oh, I thought we were going to do the other thing.
What thing?
The
what do you want to do?
That we're going to see anyways?
We're going to see it this week? Are you sure about that?
I want to.
All right, we'll review it next week then. Let's review it. Avengers Infinity War. We're gonna try to review that next week. So we'll plan on seeing it this week. Try, and if not, we'll try again and we'll review something else. Remember that you can follow us on Facebook. Search for Try Again Podcast. You can find us there. Yeah, we're on YouTube. If you look for Try Again Podcast, a little bit of a secret, and I'm probably gonna just ruin our Facebook audience by saying this, but the YouTube stream is has less of a delay on it. So if you want to watch it like comments in real time as we talk about stuff, there's like a 20 or 30-second delay on the Facebook feed for some reason. But the stream on YouTube, if you find our YouTube channel, is going to be a lot better. So, and better quality too. So you can watch it there if you want, but then you have the live comedy on Facebook. So it's probably better anyway. So that's the deal. Thank you for tuning in, Triers, and we will see you next week.